Hi, I'm Clare Christie.
And I'm Joey.
And we're from Harmony at Home. So we had a request on the Facebook page to talk about chores and how to get your children to participate in chores around the house. And we started having a discussion about it, and it turned into quite an interesting discussion about our own childhoods. So Joey, what was yours like?
When I was a kid, I wasn't really required to do very many chores at all. In the kitchen, I was often shooed out at meal times, preparation times, because I was in the way. I really didn't participate much in any sort of chores. Consequently, I didn't really enforce that when my kids were younger. But you had a different experience as a child.
Yeah, very different. So my experience was that I had to do a lot. You know, I was a girl in the family, and it was expected that, you know, I did the bulk of a lot of the housework. And I ended up hating housework. I still don't love it. And I kind of, when I had my son, I was thinking that I wouldn't put that much pressure on him, you know, to take that much responsibility, and that he had a bit more freedom to be a child. And it was harder to get him to do stuff later on because I hadn't, you know, enforced that earlier. So I think what is useful as a parent is finding that middle ground between what's age appropriate and what your child is able to be responsible for.
So as soon as they show competence in certain areas, and while they're still young enough to be enthusiastic, get them to help out as much as they can. And I think a really good thing is to tell them how helpful it is when they do those things as well. So, you know, if they tidy up the lounge room and put all their toys away, you can go, hey, that's great. Now we've got space to relax and watch a show or whatever.
Yeah, or that gives me more time to cook dinner and, you know.
Or to read a story to you, you know, so that you tell them exactly how what they've done is helpful.
Yeah, definitely. So that appreciation and sort of gratitude. And then they start to give that back to you as well and say, you know, thanks for the cup of tea, Mum, and, you know, thanks for dinner, it was lovely. You know, they start to see some of the work that you're putting in as well, if you appreciate the, you know, the contribution that they make and that they feel competent in. So you've got to be aware of being too overly critical as well.
Sometimes they will do it differently to how you like it done.
Yes.
But you just have to let them do it, because that's how they learn as well.
Yeah, and also let it be good enough.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, that...
And don't take over and finish the job for them.
No.
Let them finish it.
Yep.
And as children grow older and more competent, then you can, you know, get them to do different things.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to get a 5-year-old to mow the lawn.
No.
Probably.
No. So it's that age-appropriate responsibility, and also what they're interested in. And sometimes writing a list or sitting down with them and asking them, you know, what they enjoy doing, so that it doesn't become as much of a struggle because they're doing something that they're happy to do. To start with.
Let them pick from the list what they want to do. Yeah,
and then build on that, so at least you get into a routine of doing different chores at different times.
And if there's a chore that nobody likes doing, then everybody takes a turn at
Everybody takes a turn, or you all do it together.
Or you all do it together, yeah.
And I do find that the minute timer is really good, so the mad minute. So you all get together, you put the timer on for a minute, and you go, right, the mad minute, and you do one room. So you go into your child's bedroom, but everyone goes in there, and you have a mad minute where, you know, you can pick a colour. Right, you put the red things away, right, you put the blocks away, you put the books away, and you just make it a minute, and it's amazing when you blitz in how much you can get done.
I've walked into my daughter's room and there's everything on the floor, and she just can't even start because it's overwhelming. So I just say to her, well, pick one thing, just put the dolls away. Or just put the soft toys away, or like you say, the things of one colour.
And it does, especially when they're little, because it stops feeling overwhelming for them when like the words clean a room to a child are very broad, whereas, you know, I want the floor to be free of stuff, you know, that makes much more sense as being specific.
Okay, hopefully that gives you some ideas. If you'd like to know more about parenting and courses that we run, you should visit
harmonyathome.com.au or jump on the Facebook page, Get Harmony at Home.
Bye.
Bye.